Now, a section of education stakeholders are calling for abolishment of decolonization of teachers and retaining of boarding schools, even as the government seeks to fully implement the competency-based curricula. The calls were made on the first day of public hearings convened by the Presidential Working Party on education reforms. Ruth Wamboi reports.
Day one of the public engagement by the Presidential Working Party on education reforms saw a beehive of activities across the country. The Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms chairperson Raphael Munavu led a section of the committee in pitching tent at Lodwar Boys High School in Turkana, where they collected views from teachers and parents.
There are issues that are being raised, and they are very important ones to listen to, and we are being requested to consider issues of marginalization, issues of, for example, safety of our children, and also feeding programs, especially in seasons of drought.
To ask the government to give adequate funding to CBC programs. CBC is good, it's a well-thought idea. It makes children to participate in learning practically.
But now that this change has already occurred, we still need to look at this critically and see whether the students and the learners are ready for it.
In Busia County, a section of the stakeholders proposed that the junior secondary schools should be domiciled in primary schools based on the argument of the age of the learners, among other recommendations.
Issue of funding, the expense, the issue of training, preparation. Those are some of the main highlight issues that I would like maybe just to throw to this audience.
But the government should consider the issue of teaching sciences so that we have laboratories in primary, because that is a major challenge that will affect
which help an individual and community.
In Migori County, education stakeholders told the team led by Professor Colin Sodote to consider setting aside more days for deliberations.
We've had conversations around the costs of CBC, a huge issue that we raised with us. We have had submissions and suggestions about the transition. We have had submissions about teacher preparedness. We've had submissions about parental involvement.
Members of the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms also collected views in Nyandarua, Kwale, Taita Taveta, Marsabit, Mandera, and Samburu counties. On Thursday, November 3rd, 2022, the committee will hold public hearings in Mombasa, Makueni, Nyeri, Elgeyo Marakwet, Bungoma, Nyamira, and Homa Bay counties. The public engagement will run until Friday, November 11, 2022. Ruth Wamboi for Prime Edition.